Hello and welcome to May's Let's Plays with the partner. Say hello!
Hello.
And we are playing F1 2011. That's right, we are so up to date, we are 4 years behind.
Because we saw it for like £3.
Yeah, it was really cheap, so what can I say? We're cheap players.
Yeah.
I'm player one, and obviously this is part 2 of our series. And we have discussed it, and we have decided that we are going to do a full race. 30 laps round one track.
Maybe we'll get good at the end of it.
Yeah. But we will say this, to save you the fun of watching us yelling at each other, we might have to speed this up.
Editing will be involved in this. We'll probably just fast forward through it. We'll leave a lot of the action in and just come back
We'll
to
leave
the
all the action in and we'll come back. And yeah, what else have we decided? We're going to have driver breaks as well, which is where we're going to get up and go for... What the hell? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 50... 100%! Boom! Yeah, we're going to have driver breaks where on a pit stop, one of us can stop for 5 seconds and stretch our legs. Do you want easy difficulty?
Yeah, we might as well put it on easy.
And weather settings, dynamic.
Oh.
Yeah, right, are you ready? Good luck. What track are we doing?
The easiest, the nicest.
This one? No, this one. Oh, that one.
That one. Of course.
Right.
That one.
Of course it is. Right. Good luck.
Good luck.
Shake your hand. And we will see you on the other side. So, anyway, while we're loading and waiting for this, do you want to talk about what you did in Wales?
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. I just went down to the Welsh Development Show, and there was it's basically all the university students around the area: Cardiff, Newport, Swansea, and other said places get to show off their stuff. Any developer that's around always wanted to show off some small project that they're working on. They tend to show up and show off what they're worth. It's not a big major games expo.
Not yet, it's getting there.
It's not, and nor I don't think it'll ever get there. I think they try and keep it low key and they keep it more for developers. It's not a. While it is for the public, it is more for developers because there were a lot of talks this year. And a lot of them had a lot of big people from programming, from certain companies. I think a Codemaster guy was there this year.
Jesus, sorry, I've just seen how many laps we've got to do.
Oh, how many?
53.
Oh, Jesus.
This is going to take a lot, people. This could take hours. But yeah, sorry, go on.
So yeah, I normally don't go for any of the talks. They're normally quite, to be fair, quite boring, and they're normally there for any student that are more interested into learning more nuanced stuff. If you've been in the industry or been on the fringe of the industry like I have for the past 2 years, you tend to know everything that they're going to talk about, and a lot of the time they talk about boring stuff like IP and marketing rights, which is as boring as balls.
Is it?
It truly is.
I like marketing.
Yeah,
it's
it's not the theory behind it. It's the paperwork that they talk about. It's dealing with getting your TM sorted, what rights you have as an IP, when do you have an IP, when do you actually own anything of that IP type stuff.
Yeah.
Not so much of the fun theoristic, hyperbolical situations you can create of using social media to increase, how much does social media actually increase your profile?
Yeah.
By just using one or two, or just using just the right ones.
Alright. No.
Type stuff. It's not that type of funness. And quite often they have their number one topic, which is what is the scene currently like in the Welsh development area, which is normally small but got way too much funding.
Well, if you guys ever want to make a game and you're struggling with funding,
go to Wales. Go to Wales and say you wanna put the Welsh language in it. There's money there. There's money to be mined.
Yeah, there's a lot of money. Saying that, around our area we're getting big dumps into money.
Yeah.
South Yorkshire, yeah.
How come? What for?
game development.
Yeah.
We're starting to pick up quite a presence. A couple of years ago, there was a big expo. You know when Sonic Racers came out?
Yeah, Sumo Studios in Sheffield who created
I'm not
it.
sure.
Yeah, Sonic All Stars, and I think the first one was Sonic. Yeah, I think it was Sonic Racers was their first one.
Yeah.
Sega All Stars.
I remember it was some Sonic racing game.
Yeah, Sonic Sega All Stars.
Oh right, so
Yeah.
I thought you meant like Sonic, the PlayStation equivalent of Battle Royale.
What, the Sonic fighting game?
Yeah, that's what
Man, that's old. That's rare.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it like the Simpsons fighting game rare? Because I used to have
What,
that
wrestling?
game. Yeah.
Or fighting?
Wrestling.
Kind of, yeah.
I used to have that game.
Yeah.
I hated that.
I don't think it's as rare as like having Rib Ribbon.
What?
Rib Ribbon was a incredibly rare Japanese game for the PlayStation 1 in which you played as a a vector-based rabbit man, in which the whole entire gimmick was it was a platformer that involved pressing all the buttons on the PlayStation controller while you put in music to generate each level to.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really didn't work, did it?
It did. It worked surprisingly well.
No, it's only
but
from one company though.
it was.
The music was only from, like, if you bought like a say Sony CD.
Yes, just like the Monster Rancher series that used the same gimmick to generate their monsters. You could find all the best monsters if you put in a Sony disc.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I remember like the Monster Rancher series because I was playing it not that long ago. But you know what? It really hasn't aged well. I don't know if I don't know what I'm doing, and that's not helping, but it's really not aged well.
What, the battle system?
Yeah.
It's a bit weird.
Yeah, it's like you're almost just like you're watching a battle.
Yeah, you don't have any input. It's just the stats that you give it as you train it is what it comes out as, and you just got to hope that it doesn't come up against the giant, what basically looks like a giant ball of clay with fists, which would just body you every time you go near it.
I can't remember that one. I never got that far.
And then you'd go into the higher tier tournaments in which you came across golems, and they would just wreck your shit.
Yeah. That was... Do you know what I want to find again? And we had it for a while at my house, but not for... Whoa, did that just jump or was that just my eyes?
I didn't see it.
Yeah. But, yeah, we used to have a game. A Digimon game for the PS1.
Yeah.
What I've never seen.
Which was it, the Digimon RPG that
Yeah,
they
where
came
you've
out
got
with?
like Agumon. And
Yeah, no, that's a bit rare now actually.
I was going to say I've never seen it since.
Yeah, no, it kind of is super rare. Really good, apparently, from what I hear.
Yeah,
It's a straight
I
up,
loved it.
yeah, straight up RPG. Nothing like what Pokemon is and became or whatever. It's more akin to what, like Final Fantasy and what Breath of Fire or like Chrono Trigger were.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. It's just a straightforward RPG in which you just had this thing you could rank up and level up and
Yeah,
stuff with.
well, I was saying because you were the Digimon, you weren't like a trainer.
Yeah.
You were a Digimon, so you sort of trained yourself, and it was really good. But the problem was that we used to have a chipped... Oh no, I've spun out. We used to have a chipped PS3. 4. 2,
Yeah.
1.
One.
A chipped PS1, so all our games were like copies. So, can you move the controller away from the mic again, please?
Yeah.
Sorry, he's sat with it right next to the mic. I keep telling him he needs to sit next to me, but he will not sit next to me.
Because you're sat on a bed.
Yeah, you can sit in front, behind me.
No, I can't see the TV.
That's the point. Then I might win.
You're winning now. You're still one position in front of me.
Yeah, I'm that person that's about to get disqualified. Oh. So yeah, 4 laps in.
4 laps in, and I still haven't really talked about what I did this weekend.
Oh yeah, what did you do this weekend?
I went to the Welsh Development Show, and I got to play some games. One of the major presences there is obviously universities. And the one I went to, Newport University,
Big up Newport.
had probably one of the biggest stands. They had round about 5 tables, or 6. No, yeah, round about 5 tables, and they were showing off round about 6 or 7 projects, right? And one of the things that they've actually got themselves a few units of is the Oculus Rift. And they have access to the Cry engine, which is the engine that they use at Crytek, which no longer... No, they're still around, but they're going away soon. Yeah, they've lost too much money recently. Each project they came out with, from Crytek 2 onwards, has failed significantly. That they've had to, call for bankruptcy, or at least call for a,
insolvency.
Yeah, pretty much. So, every one of you were wanting that Time Splitters game. Get ready for never ever having it.
Oh.
It's never gonna come out.
To be fair, I wasn't expecting it to.
It's the curse.
The curse?
Yeah, ever since Time Splitters 3, actually ever since Time Splitters 2, Time Splitters has been such a cursed name. It's gone, like, everybody who's tried to say, we will make a new Time Splitters has died horribly. It's like the, King Tut, the mummy. Anybody who went into that tomb never came out alive.
Oh my god, don't talk to me about that, because that is a load of pseudoscience bull hockey.
But it's a good myth. It's
Yeah.
a good little story. And it made one of my favourite films.
Which one?
The Mummy.
Alright.
Mummy's pretty cool. I like Brendan Fraser. So what? Bring the hate.
Oh, bring the hate.
Bring the hate.
No.
I know he was shit, but man, the Mummy was kind of cool.
He has fun with what he's doing. That's why I like him.
He was the only thing good in Scrubs.
Yeah. Whoa.
He made probably the only episode that I ever cried to.
Aww.
That episode
exactly
where
what
he
you're
died
about.
got me, and it was like 3 in the morning when I first saw it. So
Were you drunk?
no, I was like 14.
Oh, I didn't know that. I can't remember when it came out. No, I remember that, when that episode where he died and Cox is thinking it's his son's birthday because he can't cope with it. And anyway, we talk about Scrubs a lot to say we've not watched it together.
Well, I've watched everything that it's ever done.
Yeah, I have.
Like, I semi-liked the bad end season that they did.
Oh, that last episode.
Yeah. I honestly like the non-series that actually came out of it.
What?
Yeah, it had like 8 episodes.
The non-series. Yeah, the crappy med school one.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
awful.
crap, but
It was
I was
awful.
kind of up for the ride.
Oh no.
Because it got rid of JD.
Well, I love JD.
No, man. JD became the worst. He became like Ross in Friends.
No, he didn't.
He did.
How?
He became that, he didn't...
no!
Oh, sorry.
No, you're taking it!
Yeah! Woo!
Oh, it's on now.
Yeah.
It's on like
6 laps
Donkey
in.
Kong.
Oh, finally. I've been chasing your ass for the past 2 laps.
Look behind you. Look behind
Yeah, I
you.
know
Look
you're right behind
behind
me.
you.
I don't want to slow down.
Oh, take it back. You dare flip me out like you did last time.
Because again, like, you can look at Scrubs and you can just see that, like, JD, while he was developing in the first few seasons, that he kind of drifted away from the main character role. And it was only like the last 2 series that he actually had another big spurt of character development. And to be fair, the end was well justified. The end episode in which he actually leaves on good terms with everybody.
Yeah, no, that last episode was really good. But yeah, you can tell that the episodes went downhill with JD being the main character when there was a whole episode devoted to the janitor marrying the lady. Like,
What, where they would go to Hawaii?
yeah.
That was the most fun they had in ages.
Yeah, but that was bollocks.
Yeah, it was kind of bollocks.
Like, oh crap, I'm off. I don't think I'm going to recover from this one.
Yeah!
I'm
My
18.
foot's so dead!
Yes!
My foot!
Do you want to take
I
one
can't
of
feel my heel!
your, do you want to take one of your driver brakes?
No! I'll just let the blood flow back to it.
You can have a driver brake, but we only get 2.
Oh, no. I'll lame it out. It's when I need to pee that I'll use it.
Hey, we're a proper F1. You peeing in a bucket, mate. You're peeing in a bucket.
I'll hit the curb when I need to have a poo. Like Paula Radcliffe.
Oh, don't! That's my Oh.
Bringing it around again today.
Oh my god, this is how comfortable I am with the partner's parents. I started to mention a lady pooping herself at the side of the road, And then talking about bikers weeing themselves.
We were watching the Tour de France.
Tour de France?
Yeah, Tour de France.
Tour de France.
Yeah, that's how you meant to say it.
Not Tour de France.
Yeah, Tour de France.
Tour de France.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm losing the word France. Carry on.
Anyway, so
What did you do in Wales?
Yeah, so this weekend, one of the things that was on show there was the Oculus Rift, which is a device that pretty much anybody who has been on YouTube recently will know what it is. Do you know what it is, Alice?
No, explain it to us.
Oh, okay. So it's a head-mounted display which has two LED screens in it that can pump out to around about 720. And its frame rate is not 100% because these are prototypes. These are not end result because they're currently working on fixing, what is it, a fraction of a millimeter delay, which is causing them problems.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get it to obviously 1080. Right?
Yeah.
So I got to play on it, and the game that I actually got to play, which was a year 2 project. The guys who've been working on it are going into their 3rd year this year. And what it was a game that was made in the CryEngine, and it's set up for a competition set up by Crytek and the British Library.
Oh.
The British
You
Library.
actually told me this.
No, I haven't. The British Library has set up a competition for with Crytek to use their engine to try and get them a little bit more publicity before they disappear forever. and what the things that the parameters in which they've set is you can only use these 4 locations, historical sites around the British Isles, right?
Stonehenge.
Yeah, like I think they were set on the abbeys or major cathedrals is what they really wanted to push. So they said you can use the abbeys and you can use any cathedral if you wish.
I wonder if Roach Abbey was in there.
I think that's the abbey that they actually chose.
Oh. That's weird.
They chose an abbey and asked if
Roach Abbey's around the corner from us.
Yeah.
Around the corner from where my mum lives, I should say. It's not around the corner from us anymore.
Yeah. So they chose the abbey. It chose one of the abbeys, and what they had actually created is this really nice, straightforward.
Took someone out. Sorry.
But obviously it's first person. It's in the Oculus Rift, but like an exploration game with a small puzzle element, right? So you just have to walk straight forward, and it's just very simple platforming that you have to navigate each environment, and the more environments you go through, the more points you get by collecting these orbs. The more orbs you get you closer to the end game. When you get to the end game, that's it. It's the end of the game.
Yeah.
There's no boss. There's no nothing. This is very much a very pretty. I'll say that it's a very pretty tech demo which they've created right now. It's called Next. It's called NIX. It's a beautiful looking game because one of the things that they've actually done in it is you swim in a lot of it.
Oh, that's cool.
And what they actually have is the hub area in which you can choose which puzzle you want to enter. So you have like 4 puzzles that you can go do. You can go to a library, a well, the main center of the abbey, and to the top of the abbey, and they'll give you 4 separate puzzles that you can go do. Right? It's very interesting. And so the main hub area is underwater, and it has multiple clones of the abbey floating around it, like think of it being underneath a shipwreck-yard.
What?
Like it's like seeing a shipwreck.
Yeah.
And imagine being underneath it.
Oh, right, in the field, yeah.
Like underwater.
Yeah.
Being underwater, and just imagine that instead of it being ships, it's huge abbeys. With the spire, with all the architecture just floating around in this very translucent kind of, aquamarine color scheme. It's a very pretty game, very gorgeous, in which I wanted them to make me sick in. Because I had heard rumors about the Oculus Rift, and I've seen many YouTube videos of it, And one of the things I've heard of is if you let someone else play the game for you, it makes it a really trippy experience because you're not controlling yourself, someone else is. So you can feel out of body. You can have an out of body experience, which you sort of do have. It's a bit weird, but what it's more like is if you've ever been on a virtual roller coaster. It's just like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like you're having a true out of body experience. The only point in which you truly do is when you begin. You feel a bit weird, but then all you need to do is take a few deep breaths, and you kind of sink into it. You know that you're on rails at that point. The guy who's controlling you is just going through the game. Right?
So, how do you control yourself then?
It's with a Xbox pad.
Alright, so like, it's not even hand-eye coordination anymore.
Oh shit. Not really. So what you can do with the Oculus, that you can do with some tech outside of it, Flight Sims use this a lot, like a cap.
A cap?
You can set up a webcam. I cannot remember what the tech's actually called, but you can set up a webcam to detect, if you wear a hat, you can tell the webcam to detect a point on your cap, that when you move your head, you can actually, it will register you moving your head within the cockpit of your plane.
Yeah.
But you're still able to turn and do all that with your actual controller, with your stick and all that. That's what you can do with the Oculus as well. While I have, access to move with my vision on the right stick and move with my left stick, I can also rotate my head at the same time and get a bigger sense of the world. Like I can look up while still moving forward, while still turning my body. It's a bit weird, but it's kind of really cool. And while you are, because you have to, the best way to experience it, which they did have, which was noise cancelling headphones. So you're getting a true, like you're actually feeling more or less there because you're not having external noise getting into your experience. It's very trippy, and you do come out of it a bit disorientated. I will say that when you do come out of it, if you do an experience like this, make sure that you are allowed to sit down for a good 5 minutes before you try and stand up, because you won't feel good. It'll take you a bit of time just to get your head back together, but after that, I was completely fine.
Yeah. I don't think I could ever use one. There is a couple of games, because obviously I like space games. I'm going to do a new series soon for Kerbal Space Program.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of space games that I'm really interested in to try out the Oculus Rift. But they're just so goddamn expensive, aren't they? Like £100 and something pound.
What, for all the gear?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you'd need a desk.
Yeah, and obviously I'd need a new computer to actually run it.
Run it all, yeah.
I was going to say, is it hardcore then?
What, the Oculus?
Resource heavy, yeah.
The Oculus isn't heavy at all. It's
resource heavy.
Oh, resource heavy. Don't know.
Ugh.
I don't know anything about the actual device in terms of what it does to your computer. From what I can tell, it's a bit spotty because it's still in development, and the fact that the people who I was wanting to play the game of was using the Crytek engine, which is resource heavy, because it's the best thing. The thing that it can do the best is make anything look gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's the one thing it's well known for, but the thing that it's also well known for is being a resource hog. Because it makes anything look super shiny, and it does it in the most unrefined way possible.
Yeah,
it'll just ask for all your RAM, all your memory, not care about where it's getting it from, and it'll beat your computer up to days.
Yeah,
It's not that optimized. You can go in and make it optimized, but it just takes you way longer. Like if you get chance, if you get into games, try and get your hands on the Unity engine if possible. It's the most flexible, it's the best one to use right now for small development. It may cost a lot to get the license, but it's kind of worth it in the for a single unit, not that much, but to get it for a lot of computers, it does rack up very fast. They don't do bulk sales.
Alright.
It's not like getting something like the UDK engine, the Unreal engine.
Yeah. No, it's just I've seen a lot of games that I've played use the Unity engine. I didn't realise it was like expensive. I thought it was sort of like Game Maker, the one that I tried to use for a while.
You can get. I think you can get a copy of it for free if you're a student.
Yeah.
But if you want to go to publish, you have to get a paid license. That's where the money comes in.
Yeah.
It's not so much making a product; it's about selling a product in which they get you. It's the same with any other engine. You can actually ask to get the engine to make a game, in which you can go into an agreement with them. Some of my friends did this a few years ago. Cube did this with UDK. When they needed an engine to build in, they had previously made it in UDK, and UDK replied with, "Okay, we'll give you the license, but we want to take a cut to make sure that you can pay it back."
Yeah.
You know, UDK license, I think it came to like 30k overall.
Yeah.
And so they took a chunk of their profit until they paid it back. They paid it back within around about a weekend.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, it didn't take them that long.
Is that the cat calculator guy? I'm obsessed with that guy.
Cat Calculator? No, that's not Richard Pring. He is working at Welsh Interactive. I did bump into him. He's still doing alright. No, that's Dan DeRocha, John...
What? You've just suddenly started bringing out 3 different names there.
Sorry, no, Cube is made by the Toxic Game guys.
Alright.
Dan DeRocha, John... I'm sorry, man, I can't remember your second name. I was drinking beers with him this weekend. I can't remember it.
DiMaggio.
No, not Jamaggio.
Jamaggio?
Yeah,
Jumanji!
And
I'm sorry,
Dave.
this game's killing my brain.
Yeah, and Dave Hall. It's not Savage. It's Savory. That's it. John Savory, I believe, is his name. Yeah.
Yeah. So how are you finding this game anyway? Let's talk about what we're actually doing.
I'm getting into a rhythm. It's just I can't find anybody to overtake. I'm not performing particularly well. I just got myself into this rhythm.
Yeah.
Now this is what Formula 1 is. It's you get into a groove and you just keep going.
If you press circle, you bring up some stats.
Yeah.
I don't know what these are, but
And they don't change for us because we haven't and we're not playing with those actually
whoa,
turned on.
I thought we were. What's the point in doing a full 30, 50 something lap if we got no reason to change? Oh Jesus!
Oh Jesus! I totally took out that sign.
I do that all the time. Have you seen some debris on the track?
Yeah.
That was me.
Oh, I thought that was like a car crash or something.
No, I just went for a sign.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what sign it was. We'll have to look through on the replay.
Yeah.
I'm getting like my brain's going dead. It sounds like I'm at the dentist. I'm going to sleep.
This is how you win in Formula 1. It's not so much like the sprint, it's a marathon. It's about keeping your concentration for a long duration of time.
Like I said, I wonder how they go to the toilet.
They have a bag.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because if you ever watch Top Gear when they have a Formula 1 racer on, they pretty much always ask that question. It's always the same thing. Yeah, you just go. You can't get out. When you're in. You're pretty much duct taped in.
What happens if you need to poop?
Then you just poo.
You just poo yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like.
Well, to be fair, in certain corners, you're more concerned about vomiting than anything.
Yeah.
Because you face a lot of G-force.
I do think it was that many, because I thought I had G-force cancelling stuff in them.
Not.
I know back in the day you used to have a lot of G-force, back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Back when they say that racing was more fun.
Yeah, because of the engines. The engines were bigger.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things that majorly got pissed off.
Wow!
Again, I don't know a lot about Formula 1, but I hear stuff every now and again.
I'm up in traffic here.
Yeah.
You could barge my way through.
Sorry. You can normally find when the good eras were when they had the big crazy engines. Whenever they're allowed to have a V12 or V10, they get super happy. But I think they've been stuck having like V8s forever, and that's currently they're going to go to eco-friendly engines in which they're getting proper pissed at.
Oh, they're just boys' rich toys, aren't they?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, these are car companies just showing off to no real extent. It's pretty much how like the fashion industry works in many ways. It's just like, look at this glorious person walking down this 10-foot strip of wood for 2 seconds, and that's what you'll never look like.
No, but the fashion industry, the reason they do that is to give you a sense. Like, bold cuts are in this year, so they'll have someone with a really bold cut.
Yeah, and this is how Formula 1 works. Here's the very highest potential of what eco-friendly cars can do. Ba-bam! Eco-friendly cars.
Anyway, this may be a point where we speed it up a bit.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, how many laps?
16.
16 laps, that'll be the match over.
No, we still got like... I said 16.
Alright, so we're on 32. We'll come back to you at level 32? Jesus Christ, I'm not
Whenever we're talking sense again, it's probably when we drop in.
I just need a bit of a break.
Yeah.
Get some levels done. Oh crap, I must turn that off.
I got actually someone on my ass.
The rubber band physics in this are weird. Like, I don't think it has any.
Nope. The races are playing perfect laps.
Are they?
Yeah, if you watch them, they're constantly on the green line.
Yeah, how are we meant to overtake them?
Overtake them. Like, because they're in the green lines, you can just, like, go around them. It's just you have to take the risk. Like, you have to get them within the corner. Because they're obviously driving to an easy standard, which means that, you know, they'll slow down sooner than you could potentially. And they'll come out of it slower than you could potentially do.
Yeah.
So if you go into a corner and wait before you hit the brakes and then go...
I've just done it. I have just properly F1 overtaken someone. I'll have to rewind that one and put on some music.
Yeah. Put up a little trophy award for you.
Well, we got playing in the dirt last time.
Yeah.
I do want to check out what that was. I might need to drive a break. How long are we allowed? Because I could do with a sleep. It's relaxing. It's like golf.
We were watching golf, weren't we, yesterday? Well, you put it on and that's what put you to sleep, actually.
Yeah.
It was the golf.
I can't help it. I like golf.
I got really concerned as well because I'm like, you know when you like put something on TV and fall asleep?
Yeah.
And I'm obviously sat next to you or like sat on the floor.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like I can actually go to my computer sometimes and actually, you know, just like play on my computer.
Why?
No, I don't think you put it on. Yeah, so I know how to fall asleep. I find like when I'm like Google reviews. Because I don't want to go quiet and they go time and then it gets over to the next one. Oh, I need to crash. Oh, you take over though. Yeah. Oh, it's a though. It's got massive thing now. I'm not sure that's me. I got yellow. Oh, yeah, that's stuff. Yeah, that's stuff. I'm going to keep watching. This is just around.
And we slowed it down because we were talking crap. We have decided that we are going to end this Let's Play because we've got some of the settings wrong. This isn't fun to watch. This is just two people going round and round and round. So, when we come back, we shall have the settings set where we actually have to go into the pits for reasons, not just flying around for something to do. So, this is May's Let's Plays. Why don't you like and share? And you know what? We'll like you.